You want to know everything there is to know about Zenobia? I'm going to max kill her in this video. I'm going to test her out in live Ark of Osiris game. And I'm going to post everything in this video so you have the whole package. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom Commander guide. My name is Legend Ronnie and today I'm going to dedicate this video for Zenobia. First thing you want to know about Legendary is the cost in terms of sculptures and stars. Second thing you want to know about Legendaries is that talents and equip only apply from the primary commander. So you want to make sure that your primary commander has the right talents and equipment. Also keeping them at 1 star and maximizing their primary skill. It is the most important skill on every legendary commander. Now I wanted to try something for a very long time and this is the first time I want to put this in application. So I heard that if you snap your fingers, you instantly get a level 60 commander. So let's see if that actually works. Alright, so it didn't work. I'm not sure if I'm doing the correct hand. Let me just try again. I can't believe that worked. Oh my god. A level 60 Zenobia. Max skills. Wow. I need to kiss my fingers. They are magical. How about that? How many people can do that? Snap their fingers and get something done. Now, should I snap my finger for something else? Let's not just get too greedy. And look at her equipment. That is amazing. She's even equipped already. Going into the battle, I'm just looking forward to see her smashing some things. I want to clarify something about her expertise, which a lot of players now is circulating about. There is an extra buff on her expertise. So it gives you another 30% damage increase, which doesn't specify over here, but you see it in the battle log. And apparently she is supposed to do that. Troops held by this skill, you gain 50% increased health for 2 seconds. You get the healing, and you also get an extra 30% damage increase on your troops. That is freaking insane. So that is really a huge boost on her expertise. I would recommend this talent tree if you want to defend any kind of garrisoning situation that is not your city. If you want to go with emergency protection, because you probably like it even more, I'm a big fan of Kingsguard and I usually choose Kingsguard over it. You have to drop this part of the talents with Kingsguard and with City Guardian and so on, and you can go with emergency protection, and after that you have enough points for Iron Spear and double-headed axe. This talent tree, I would recommend it for your city. Now if you're wondering why is this talent tree, is because of the expert design. Increase attack, defense and health. Everyone has that in their city. I mean, even myself, I have 500,000 of siege. So you want to boost that a little bit, don't you? If you drop that, you're not going to get any far away on your infantry, and if you want to get strong of bodies, you have to drop a couple more things in order to get there. Probably you have to drop double-headed axe, and then you can drop expert design as well, and you will reach your strong of body if that's what you want. Even more boost to your infantry, because probably you don't have that much siege. And if you really want to bring her on the field battle, I've done a talent tree even for that. So look at this, you have Cage of Thorns up to the max. If you want to bring her as a support, primary leading with infantry, she's gonna do great and amazing. Going into some pairings, my first recommendation with her would be Wu Zetian. Would love the synergy within her and Wu Zetian, both doing healing, both doing damage. Wu Zetian gives the skill damage reduction that she doesn't have. Wu Zetian gives even more bonuses, defense and health to your troops. This is just a display bug, so don't worry about it. The second choice I would try with her would be with Constantine, which I don't have it on this account. The next choice I would go with her in a garrison, because that's what I would recommend to be used. Most likely would be some of the other garrison commanders like Theodora. Everyone keeps saying about Theodora up and down. It would be a great synergy. Theodora also increased the damage by up to 40%, does AoE up to 1700 and removes the debuffs. So that's pretty sweet from Theodora. With YSS for your city, of course, all these garrison commanders, they are pretty compatible together. For a flag situation, if I would have to choose, I would most likely go with Theodora, because if you put Zenobia first, Zenobia is kind of a infantry specific, and YSS is made to work with mix of troops. Couple of other options that you want to take in consideration, specifically for your arc, is going to be with Richard. You'll be able to stall quite a lot because of the amount of healing both bring together. And I would put Zenobia first because of the support talent tree, because you get another 9% increased healing and you get 9% increased attack after each healing. So there's going to be a lot of attack increase, or a lot of attack packed together. Zenobia being first, Richard being second. Even that, the defense talent tree is amazing, but in this situation it would just serve better. Other situation and interesting pair might be with Julius Caesar for a garrison situation, which I've seen Julius Caesar being used in the past, so that's something very interesting which might just work as well, but all these things need a lot of testing. With Artemisia, it's going to be another pair that I want to try, since I already have Artemisia and already have Zenobia, so I'm going to try that and I'll make sure I post the reports. And with YSG, that's another pair that I'm going to try it out, and I just hope that it's going to be amazing. Alright, so now I can show you the reports, because we just had our arc, our live action arc. This was the first report. It was Zenobia and Muzitian against Attila and Takeda. I believe it's VIP 17, so this is something you want to keep in mind. I'm VIP 15. The rally was swarmed towards the end, you can tell by the slightly wounded. We also had reinforcements. There was 1, 2, 3 reinforcements. It's done pretty amazing. We had a swarm as well, 6 marches swarming, so that was pretty amazing. This is the second rally. It's still Zenobia and Muzitian. The rally was way smaller and the rally was swarmed towards the end. We had 1 reinforcements, 200 and if you really want to check the troops buff, these are the troops buff: 102 infantry health, defense and attack. This was Zenobia and Wu again against Edward and YSG, so basically just 1 reinforcement. The rally was swarmed by 2 or 3 marchers, so no more than that. The next one I wanted to try Zenobia and YSG, and they still sent Edward and YSG, and that was pretty devastating for the rally. We had 1 reinforcement, they didn't had any, and the rally was swarmed by again couple of marchers. There was always just couple of marchers next to the altar. These reports are just as a reference how well they do. In a KVK situation, things can change. I'm not saying that Zenobia and YSG will do all so amazing. I do have to say that the footage from Zenobia and YSG against Edward and YSG, it was insane. And going into the battle log, let's see when Zenobia does her primary skill. This is where you have it on turn 10. This is the buff from Zenobia that it doesn't show. I mentioned throughout the video. All damage increased by 30% due to unstoppable effect caused by Zenobia, Queen of Palmyra. Troops held 50%. And this is not written. It does work when you have a max skill Zenobia. And this is another thing I wanted to show you about Zenobia and YSG combination. You're noticing over here 95,000 damage. And that's why I was trying to say that they were pretty amazing together, because you still have the 30% whole damage when YSG turns is for the skill. So you get the buff and then you still manage to hit with YSG with a 30% increase all damage. So that was pretty significant hit. And this is another proof that I wanted to show. Same in the battle log. When you heal all the troops around you, it shows over here, it says our side. I'm not sure which our side it refers to. Restore 1832 units. Endurance effect and unstoppable effect. So in the endurance effect, it's the 50% health, and the unstoppable effect, the 30% all damage. So the marches that get healed, the 2 marchers from her expertise that get healed, they get the health bonus and they get the all damage bonus. So that's pretty significant on the marchers. The 2 marches around the garrison. I believe that Zenobia, when there is fighting around the flag, might just be the next thing to be used in garrison. And this is another thing I wanted to point. This is from the same battle log. I haven't checked another battle log. This is the Zenobia 4 skill, the 600 damage factor for 3 turns. So this is 30,000 per turn. That was pretty significant. So that was 30,000. This is another 30,000, and there should be another 30,000 here up. and that was 90,000 damage from Zenobia, and that was before skills were even popped. So Edward lost not 90,000 troops, and after that, YSG went in with the 95,000 that you just saw. That was pretty devastating for Edward and YSG. Now this is the same setup, Zenobia and YSG against Attila and Takeda, and I was not reinforced on this one. You notice I started with 1.5 million troops. The rally was smaller, but you can tell by the slightly wounded and severely wounded that they had reinforcements. So there was a march, at least a march that went in. I also believe that the rally was swarmed towards the end. We also took a swarm on the building. Chandra and Minamoto done some damage, but also took some damage. Genghis and Double C was a weak march. And then we had a Guan Yu and Alex, which took some damage. And it was a Saladin and Barca, which again took some damage. I would say that Zenobia and YSG might just have a very nice synergy, but it's weak in defense, so they want to keep that in mind. It does some damage, but it can also take some damage. At least I like the synergy. It works pretty great. This is a Zenobia and Wu against Attila and Takeda, and we were poorly reinforced. You notice that we started with 942,000, and we struggled along the way to keep the building up, and they launched an almost full rally with swarm and everything else. We kept it, but it was a little bit of a struggle. On this one we lost. It was a huge swarm, but still done pretty decent. They sent a Guan Yu and Alex, 1 million left, and the marches that was swarming, they took some damage. This is why Wu Zetian is so amazing against swarm. Pretty great. Huge swarm. I don't think we were able to reinforce because the building was surrounded. Still, we caused some damage, so I'm pretty happy with the results. This is a Zenobia and Artemisia, and I believe this is the last report that I had because I wanted to try them as well. They haven't done so great. There was a lot of reinforcements in the rally, at least 3 more reinforcements, because we swarmed the rally like crazy, and it shows here like it's 1.5 million. And this is the swarm that was hitting it. We did cap the building. I would say that it was surprising, but it wasn't performing so well. Zenobia and Artemisia causing a lot of severely wounded to the swarm, doing pretty well. I still think that Theodora is kind of the best way to go with. Wow, this was a beast report. 135,000. I didn't have Theodora. I don't have Theodora. I plan to work on her. We will see how Theodora will do when I manage to get her. And I have a couple more reports. This was from the other side, which I was not over there. There was just 1 reinforcement and 1 march went out. There is Zenobia and Charles Martel. I hope it's a max kill Zenobia. Yes, it's a max kill Zenobia. Didn't do so well, to be honest, as my Zenobia and YSG done. I think you can compare a little bit the severely wounded. And you can tell by the amount of troops left that this rally was swarmed like crazy. I think she is meant to work with either skill damaging commanders or commanders that have damaging capabilities. That's why I said kind of Theodora might be the best, because Zenobia increased the all damage by 30%, which you saw YSG how powerful was hitting the Edward rally. Kind of, makes the infantry very strong. And Theodora has 1,700 as well on her primary skill, plus is removed the debuffs, and Theodora has the force skill and a lot of other garrisoning skill combined together and so on. Amazing combination. This is again Zenobia and Charles against Edward and YSG with a swarm this time. But the swarm took some heavy damage, and I think that's because of Charles' counterattack damage. So you want to put Zenobia, you want to put it with commanders that do damage. That's the best way I would say that it will work with. This is when they lost. It wasn't reinforced. Against Guan Yu and Alexander, well, that is impressive. But you can tell by the slightly wounded and severely wounded that this rally was swarmed heavily. Now that's pretty much about Zenobia, my friends. I hope you do enjoy this video. I hope you did like it. I've tried to put as much information as there is in a very short amount of time. Until next time, this is your boy Legendroni signing off. Thank you for watching and stay safe, my friends. Peace out.